Welcome to the weekly review with Sean Serak. I am Sean Keenan Torres here, and of course, I am joined along with.
And it's your boy Serak and Mike. How we doing this afternoon?
It's a good January week. It is the third week of January. We are coming down the stretch, and as you can tell, I got this nice little colorful hat on.
Okay, Pirates said Jack Black. Oh, you supposed to be
Jack Black. There you go, Jack Black. I'll take that. Captain Jack Black. There you go. What's funny is that is actually the name of the captain of our crew. His name is Captain Jack, which is kind of funny because I'm so going to do the every time I see him, I'm going to do the Captain Morgan thing. It's going to happen. It's just happening. It is what it is.
So those of you that don't know, well, first of all, we'll go Lions. First of all, then go Bucs, but we're not in the playoffs, so I really can't speak on them. But for those of you who may not live here in Tampa, Florida, or in Florida in general, this weekend, but next weekend they're having
this weekend start.
Is it this weekend?
This weekend starts the small step. The next weekend is the big one.
Okay, so they do a festival. It's called Gasparilla. It's like a pirate theme. Obviously, the whole city comes to. It's a parade.
The entire
how long does it last?
And then
it's like 3 weeks.
From basically this weekend until the second weekend in February, I believe. February 12th is the night parade.
Yes. So they pretty much shut the city down. Everybody gets drunk and goes crazy. There's no driving. There's no scootering. I know scooters are hot right now. You know,
there's a lot of walking. If you don't walk, you're gonna be walking that day. Those
days. Starts at 7 a.m. pretty much for the early birds.
Pretty much.
Goes all the way to February. So 7 a.m. to February. That's the time frame. So that's in case you wonder why we all dressed up. You have to get ready for it early. You got to buy beads early, right? It's like a B version of Mardi Gras.
A B I'm not gonna say it's a B version of Mardi Gras because since we haven't had it in over a year.
Yeah, we didn't have it last year.
Yeah, it didn't have it last year. I think this is they're expecting 300,000, which last time they said they were expecting 250,000. Almost 500,000 showed up. So I'm expecting just that same amount to come again. But this weekend is the smaller parade. This weekend is the children's parade. It's the Gasparilla Children's Parade where we give the kids an opportunity to be celebrated and shown love and no drinking at the children's parade. No drinking at the children's parade.
No booty chasing.
And that's
booty.
And that's pretty much
pirate booty.
That's pretty much the one caveat. You can't drink at the children's parade, but and that's the only time you got to be good.
But you can.
The next weekend, you can get away from that stuff. I'm just saying. But the next weekend, that is Gasparilla, and that's when they're expecting 300,000 people to invade our town, and that's what we call it, an invasion, because we have a whole pirate ship that comes in, fires the cannons. And if you think, there's a pirate ship firing cannons, let me tell you about this pirate ship firing cannons. Okay, I used to live in South Tampa, which is an area of Tampa, and near the military base here. I could hear those cannons from my house. Which was miles away from the water where they shot these cannons, from where the invasion took place.
For it to be an invasion, they sure give you a heads up. You know what I mean? Like, there's some cannons going off in the distance. I think they're coming. Prepare the defense.
And like Serak Micah said, we are getting into the spirit. I've been helping prepare the float for my crew. The crew I'm a part of is the crew of the Sir Francis Drake. It's an all-inclusive crew, which means that we are the only ADA compliant crew, not just in the United States, but in the world, which means we are handicapped
in the world, Craig.
In the world. I've researched this. Handicapped accessible, and it is all-inclusive. We have every walk of life on the crew. We don't discriminate. We don't judge. We just want you to come out and have a good time and see these kids and celebrate these kids. That's really where it's at. That's what it's about. But at the same time, it's also about having fun, getting really drunk, and seeing what the city has to offer. So Gasparilla is a fun time. And like I said, we're getting in the spirit. I'm going to be on the float, giving out beads. He's going to be off the float, making sure that people get drunk, and everyone's going to have a good time.
It's gonna be crazy. I might stop by and show face.
I hope you do. But with that being said, you got anything else before we jump into today's stories?
No, I'm good. Let's get it started.
All right. So today we're going to be discussing, of course, we talked about Gasparilla, but we're also going to talk about Microsoft is now Activision Proud. Yeah, there's something to that, and it's not going to be good for some PlayStation people. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
The Bucs Bruce Arians slapped safety Andrew Adams in the back of his helmet, gets fined $50,000, and then AB decides he's going to release a single calling it out. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Crypto.com. Yes, this one hurts me just as much as it hurts you. Crypto.com drops a bomb on me. They've lost some money in a hack. We're going to talk about that and why some of us don't even like looking at our bank accounts anymore right now. All that, and of course, what to Florida. And we're going to bring you a good show. I'm going to make you laugh. With that being said, you want to go into the Microsoft buying Activision?
Yeah. So, man, I mean, this is good news. I don't care. It's good news for me. I'm not on the worrisome side, but Microsoft has agreed to buy Activision for 68. We'll just say 70 billion, right? Just for, make it easy for you.
I mean, you can round up at that. When you're talking that kind of money, you can round up because rounding down doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You might as well round up.
70 billion, just 70 billion. Nothing, nobody, y'all ain't gonna touch. So don't even worry about it. It's grown folks talk. But Activision, in case you guys don't know, Activision is it's actually Activision Blizzard. It's a game developer, most notably for their, I would say, prestige franchise Call of Duty, which has pretty much, if you was alive during COVID 2020, then you know what Warzone is. Exactly. Yes, you got a boyfriend, a husband, son, daughter, sister, you know what Call of Duty is. So yeah, and the big deal with Activision the past year, I would say, is a lot of scrutiny as far as how they have been treating their employees. There has been some rumors about sexual assaults from CEOs and upper management, stuff like that, harassment, so on and so forth. Basically,
wasn't there a lot of overworking being done? Like a lot of real, just not going home. You might as well sleep here type of overwork.
And they have actually gone on strike, I think one or protest, whatever, strike a few times, maybe once or twice. But the good thing about the employees is, I think they care about their actual gaming community. So, it's one thing to be having to deal with stuff at work and also keeping up to speed with, a very popular franchise and a pandemic and, a million other things. So Big Daddy Microsoft comes around the corner and says, you know what? It looks like you guys have been having some issues. So we're going to go ahead and bring out the checkbook. 70. I can't even fit 70 billion on a checkbook.
You just have to start writing the zeros midway down the check.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way because that's a lot of zeros.
Checks. You just put two checks next to each other. 70, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 0. You got to sign both checks.
But let's get into it a little bit. So
go ahead.
Call of Duty is played on PC. Mm-hmm. I mean, their Activision makes a lot more games than Call of Duty. But
way more games than that.
But this is going to the first one. They have, because now you have crossplay. You can now play Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty has on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC crossplay. Everyone can play together. It's a great thing. Mm-hmm. But one thing that companies like Microsoft and PlayStation, Sony, who owns PlayStation, likes to do is they like to do title exclusives, which means their game exclusive to just their console or just their brand.
Right. And most big name PlayStation, Sony, Xbox, they all have you kind of have to have, like, even Nintendo with Mario, you got to have like an exclusive franchise game. You got Halo for Xbox, you got I would say Spider-Man-ish for for Sony, and then like I said with Nintendo, you got obviously the Super Mario franchise. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. And you normally have, like, even Sony does with Drake's they have a thing called
Drake. They got Drake. Sony got Drake. Hold on, time out. You said Sony got Drake.
The Uncharted series is considered PlayStation's moniker series, like Super Mario is for Nintendo. And who's Xbox really? Who would you say Xbox? For Xbox, for Microsoft.
Definitely Halo. 100%.
Halo.
100%. I think that's the only reason.
How did I not even brain fart? But yeah, you're right.
No,
Halo.
That's
Halo
the only reason I even deal with Xbox is because of, I thank them for the enjoyment they brought me throughout my childhood. And even if they make crap games now, I'm still loyal to their franchise, I guess.
So let me tell you the difference between my age and his age. This kind of tells you a little bit of age grouping here. So he grew up on Xbox. I grew up on Nintendo. So, and the first Xbox, which let's just say the first Xbox, I was already married before it came out.
Yeah.
You grew up on it. But that's the difference. And you had some really great games to play. Not saying that I didn't, but 16-bit and 8-bit games compared to, what we have almost now and
now
like
it's
last 10 years.
You ever like look back or like play an old system? Like because some people still have the vintage original PlayStations.
Yeah. I wish I still had my Nintendos. Any of them. Those things are worth a bundle now.
I played I don't know what game it was, but I played on the original PlayStation, and I was like, "How did I ever play this? I can't even see anything."
It does look bad. It does look really, really bad.
It looks like I could have. It looked like somebody made that like within a day and just threw some stuff together. I mean, obviously, you got to start from somewhere, but it was like I almost thought like my TV intentionally made it worse just to make me really feel like, yo, wow.
I think HD has something to do with that, because have you ever watched like an old but favorite TV or movie?
Yeah, like, all the time.
No, like really old. I'm talking like 80s or 90s old on an HD TV.
Yeah, it's like
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's like the TV's trying to like, bro, like, come on, man, it's 2022. Yeah. Why are you just watch it remastered, man? Why are you trying to watch this old version?
The first Matrix does not look good on the first it
looks terrible
on the old TVs. I mean, on HD, it doesn't. Now, if you watch the streamline, the digital version that HBO streams, it looks pretty decent. It doesn't look as good as the new Matrix, but it still looks pretty decent. But if you look at your old copies, one of your DVDs or whatever from back in the day, oh boy,
DVDs.
But now that gets us back to Microsoft buying Activision. What do you think their plans are for that?
Well, I guess if you're asking like if it's going to help or hurt, I think it'd definitely help. But people forget like Microsoft is way behind as far as the gaming industry.
They are
when you compare to Nintendo and Sony. I mean the
systems are there. The systems are there. It's not it's not the game system. It is the games.
Right.
Yeah. And like, okay, take this. So before the show, me and Serak were talking about VR. VR is one of those things that it comes up, goes down, comes up, goes down. But now over the last, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 years, VR it's been established as the next
that's
stage.
The future.
And yeah, that's where we're going. You've got the Quest 2, which is now a mobile VR, basically. I mean, not even basically, it's a mobile VR, which that's insane to me. You got the old PlayStation VR, which I have, which still to this day looks great. You have the Valve Index out there, and all these things have Activision games that play in VR on them. So, but here's the one thing: Microsoft has not entered the VR world at all as far as gaming. They have this Microsoft Oculus Lens thing, but that's not going anywhere. So maybe by them buying Activision, they can step into the VR world. Because right now, if they tried to, they'd be so far behind, so far behind.
Let me ask you this: would you ever play like Call of Duty? Would you ever want to play Call of Duty in VR? You think you get that same experience?
Oh yeah, because there's a game called.
Because I don't want to be tired. I don't want to be tired playing. I don't want to like physically tired playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like sweating. Like oh god.
Oh no, you will be. you will be, because there's a game called Firewall 0 Hour that I play. On PlayStation, and it's a first-person shooter. It's an army shooter or military shooter, and it's about basically going in and attacking houses or defending houses and stuff. So it's Call of Duty-esque. And if I'm in there for a good 20 minutes, I'm getting a workout, because I mean you're sitting there, you're aiming, you're moving, you're walking a little bit, in the little area that you have. It can be intense. It can be intense.
I think if they can make I think it'd be fun if they can make I mean, I know they actually have this, but not like, not to the mainstream consumers, but the floor or the platform you can stand on, and it kind of moves so you can run pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like the fully immersed. I mean, you got the whole headset. You got a little mini
treadmill. little mini
Right,
treadmill
right.
thing.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it costs like, north of like 20 grand, for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's got a
Those
whole
things are
rig,
not
like,
cheap. Those things are not cheap. Have you seen like they have like car rigs where you can drive a car in VR and
yeah,
it's like a little bubble thing, and so the bubble turns you and all that stuff.
that's
That's
okay.
it's
Maybe I'm
cool, but that's
thinking of the racing thing.
expensive. No, they got one for walking too. I've seen it. It comes a little tiny. I know my hand size isn't matching up, but it comes in a little tiny treadmill, and somehow or another that treadmill turns when you turn. So
No, I mean, like,
that's
I
pretty
know they
cool.
have like the professional like driving, like the Formula One. It's like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I
They
mean? Like, you're
oh no,
actually,
they have that whole rig too. I've seen those too. Yeah,
shoot, man. I mean, this is,
yeah.
you don't even
Those are
gotta, you wouldn't even have to, we kind of brushed on the metaverse thing, but you wouldn't even have to. I'm gonna say this, and this is just a prediction. I say within the next 20 years, 25 years, you won't even have to like leave your house. Like, you don't have to leave your home. Like, everything is gonna be in the digital world, right? You may
yeah,
leave, you may get some sunlight, like, come out, like, open
yeah.
the shades, like, oh my god, so bright. But yeah, I think we're gonna be plugged in, man.
I mean, the graphics are getting better and better every single game. They're not the system, but every single game they release, the graphics are getting better and better.
Yeah, yeah.
And now at the end of the year, PlayStation is going to. This is rumored, of course, but they are supposed to be releasing their PlayStation 2 VR system for the PS5, which will be the first system to have a 4K screen in it.
Yeah.
4K HDR10 screen, which that is ultra realistic right there. I mean,
now do you think it could ever be like you were talking, like, even with the 4K, you think it can ever be a resolution that is so good that your eyes won't be able to literally, because you could I mean, no matter what, I can tell. I mean, something can look real on TV, but like, nothing can ever replace like your actual, like, you looking right now.
actual,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
imagine you looking right now, just like the Matrix. You looking right now, like, you can't even consciously tell what's, you go to sleep in a dream world.
Yep. When 720p came, it was awesome, but it wasn't quite there. When 1080p came, we were like, oh wow, this is so realistic. I mean, like, we can see like the makeup on their faces and stuff. We're like, oh wow.
That's I can see the back of his, I can read his name on the back of the jersey.
Yeah,
now.
we're like, like, this isn't going anywhere else. This is amazing. And then we brought out 4K, and 4K is just, I mean, that blows everything out the water. I mean, it really does. 4K is amazing. But now
8K.
Now they got 8K. But I've seen 8K, and there's not like, you can see the big jump between 1080p and 4K. I have not seen a big jump between 4K and 8K. I just can't see the visual difference yet.
It can. That's what I was kind of like thinking about. Like, it can only really get so good before it's just that I mean, I guess if you're looking at a screen wise, it can only get so good before it just all looks the same at one point.
Yeah.
Anything higher than an 8K, you can tell the difference anyway. I mean, I'm sure somebody will figure it out, but I'm like I said, give it 25
Well, they say
years.
you won't. They said you should be the difference between 4K and 8K. And honestly, and I've got 20/15 vision in both my eyes, and so I know I'm a good sight, and I cannot tell much of a difference between the two. I mean, the resolution just doesn't get that much tighter like it does with between 1080p and 4K.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to plug into the Matrix, man. That's I have the last question, and then we can probably move on. But would you, if you had an option, if this was just like, I mean, it's a movie, but if the Matrix was a real thing, and it can be, I don't know, we could be in a simulation.
I mean, we might be there now.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we don't know.
When we dive, someone might be taking the VR thing off our face, going,
sucks.
"Okay, welcome back." Like, what?
Matrix?
What? Are you serious?
You couldn't make me Elon Musk or nobody. But
you had to make me black pouring in the ghetto. Are you serious right now?
Goddamn racist agents. No wonder. Now it all makes sense. I ain't got a choice. But if you could choose, if you knew the Matrix existed, and it was like, listen, man, you can be in the real world, whatever. You just like get the blue pill, red pill, or you can be in the Matrix world. Like, what would you choose?
Okay. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I want to be Neo. I'm taking the blue pill, man. I mean the red pill. I'm coming out of that Joker, so I can come back in and have like superpowers and be like, look, You need to pay your car
you can't
payment.
have like superpowers.
Pay my car payment. No, I can make a car.
You can't have you can't have you can't have an advantage over other people. You can't have superpowers.
Neil had superpowers. Why can't I? Well, I mean, I could be that that missing algorithm piece.
That's Neil abusing his powers, of course. Yeah, I'm going to Matrix. I'm being neat. I'm flying around. I'm slapping everybody. You wake up bald headed, like what the fuck?
I got this big old metal piece in the back of my head. What in the world's going on?
Yeah, I'd be pissed. What if it's like that? What if like when you actually die in real life, you just wake up, and that's how it is
on the ship that you haven't seen the sun in 500
you
years.
just wake up and you like in a different world, and they're just like, about time you died. Like you got all your buddies standing up for you. They're like, yeah, man, you took long enough, 90 years.
And we've been waiting for a long time, man. It's your goal. What do you mean is my goal? We've been playing spades for 200 years.
Waiting on you. You try to be all healthy and live forever. You've been over here for a minute, just chilling. All right.
Yep. So moving on. We're going to get into this story. So in case you missed it, because it wasn't on TV for very long, but it did flash. You could see it. But the Bucs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bruce Arians, and as everyone knows, we're here in Tampa. This is where the show takes place. This is where we call our home.
Tampa Bay.
But some of us are Bucs fans, some of us aren't Bucs fans, but we all celebrate the Bucs win because it's our team. I mean, it's our home. So with that being said, Bruce Arians has been the coach for the last 2 seasons now. This is his 3rd season.
No, I think he's,
or is this his 2nd season? I think it's his 3rd season.
4th.
No, I think it's his 3rd. Because he brought in Tom Brady his 2nd season after his
okay. I think you might be right.
So Bruce Arians is the coach of the Bucs. And on Saturday, or Sunday, I'm sorry, not Saturday. On Saturday, I said it again. On Sunday, he slapped.
But there were some games on Saturday though, so
there was, and I watched the game Saturday. That's the thing. And the game Saturday kind of sucked too. I'm just saying it kind of sucked. But Sunday's game, Bruce Arians slapped safety Andrew Adams in the back of his helmet. Now, it's a helmet, so it's not like, oh my goodness, it's a helmet. Oh my God, it hurt. Yeah. But he still slapped him. And the NFL decided to fine him $50,000 for that slap.
50.
I mean, granted, he's got the money, but does anyone really want to pay that kind of money just to slap somebody? I mean, I'm just saying. But as soon as he did that, and as soon as it was televised, guess who made an appearance? And Mr. Tony Brown at a basketball game sees this, comes out the game, jumps on the railing, jumps on Twitter. He's at a Lakers game. He's telling fans to show him some love. And then he immediately releases on his Instagram and his Twitter his single again that's calling out this whole situation, that the same single that he released when he ran off the field, taking off his jersey and jumping up and down, and everyone's saying his ankle's fine, but
check out my album.
Yeah, that's the same thing he did. He released it. He's like, look, basically, you saying I was wrong, but look, he just did it again. But but now here's the thing, Bucs fan. Any Bucs fan out there, I want to know: was he wrong? Was Bruce Arians wrong? Was AB right? Or is this just football being played, and that's just the coach interacting with his player, trying to stop a fight from happening? What do you think this was?
I mean, I think it was right. Yes, he deserved to get fined. I think it was obviously an overreaction, but I also think if a player smacked the coach, his career would be over.
You're done.
I didn't actually watch the play. I just read up on it and read some articles on it. But if Adams wasn't, he didn't make a scene about it or anything like that, or go on Twitter. That's another thing. Like, this Twitter thing is. I mean, I know it's a source of information, and people could it's just right in your hands. But people just they don't even think anymore. Yeah, they don't even think anymore. They just, I guess they do think for a second, and then they.
No, I think it comes out. I think it comes. You know how people used to, because I'm a product of this. Stuff will come out of your mouth before it even reaches your head. I'm not God. I think these are some of those people who aren't thinking, is going, oh, I don't like what you're saying. You suck. Burn the house down. I think that's what they're doing. And they call out Bruce Arians and they call out AB saying, "Oh, you guys are fools. Oh, AB, your ankle's not hurt. Look, you jumping around, blah, 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 blah."
Yeah.
Do you think someone's going to give up $1 million because and fake ankle injury when you're about to go into playoffs? Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But he's a special case, man. He is
a special case, but
in Twitter, especially his Twitter, like Twitter should always, I mean, if you like a controversial person or you always, making scenes, like Twitter, like when you write something and you press send or whatever it is or enter, it should pop up saying, "Are you sure you want to send this?" You should reread what you just wrote. Like it should be like a proofread or something, or like some type of like bot that can just be like, just recognize keywords and just be like, "Whoa, this dude is about to say something wild. Let me just remind him that he has, 20 million followers or something like that." Who knows? But back to the point. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Football is really getting it to the point, and I don't want to sound like one of those old heads and saying everything is weak and scrutinized and they're protecting the quarterback and blah 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 blah. But I do think, though, as far as like I said, if a player slapped the coach, his career be over. And I do think coaches should be held to a higher standard because they are the coach, man. Yeah. Like, I mean, you can't. I mean, Urban Meyers is kicking punters. Like, I mean, like it's. I mean, I know it's not on video, but it's just like
you got to treat them with respect. These are still people. These are grown ass men.
Either let them do what they want. Either let them just go at it. Whatever. Be football players, act wild, smash each other. Concussions left and right. Didn't let that be the game, or penalize everybody like they're doing now for the littlest stuff. But make sure they penalize everyone, because there are certain players who can get away with things that may not be as controversial and not on Twitter all the time and making a scene and drawing attention to themselves. But rules are rules, right? You got to follow the rules.
Exactly.
That's why they make them $50,000. I mean, I know to Bruce Arians ain't nothing, but shit, man, that's a
car. I mean, that's a nice car.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. That's a nice car.
I mean, slap me. I'm thinking about running on the field the next game and just have Bruce Arians slap me. Like, listen, Bruce, man, I really need slap me twice for 100, slap me 4 times.
So I get my house.
50 grand. Actually, give me that Chun-Li kick from Street Fighter, where just
there you go. Yeah,
I cleaned up on Bruce Arians, made about 20 million.
I'm telling you, well, this is one of the things. 50 grand is a lot, but I know I see why they did it. They did it because they're trying to make an example. So I get that. I get
did
that.
Urban Meyers get fined?
Urban Meyer got fired.
Well, did he get fined for that?
For the punter? That's what I'm saying. I don't think so, but he got fired. Okay. So I mean, that's a little.
Yeah.
It's like,
maybe that was the play the whole time. Like, I'm not gonna fine you 50,000. We're just gonna wait to the end of the season and give you the real punt.
Shoot, he even make it to the end of the season. He had one more game to play, and they fired him. They fired his ass. So,
like, how does that like you? I mean, I'm sure he already had the game plan ready, and go.
Oh yeah. He'd already spent the hours and stuff researching. Yeah, it is like the game plan.
Owner. Hello. Yeah, that's it.
So today, I just want to let you know that we're no longer be using your services. Just so
I don't understand. Did I not? Y'all didn't get that? Y'all didn't get the bill? Y'all didn't get the payment? I don't understand.
Well, you see, when you decided to have relations with that girl, and then not come home with the team, and then you decided to call the staff, a bunch of no goods, and then you kicked the
punter. Josh Lambo put y'all up to this?
You kicked the punter, man. You kicked you can't kick the punter.
Come on.
You can kick anybody else but the punter. So we know we'll need your services today. We hope you find something else in the future.
Tim Tebow.
And you can go do what Tim Tebow does. You can go on the Tim Tebow circuit and be a commentator. Have a nice day, sir. Have a nice day.
Listen, maybe Aaron Hernandez just rubbed off on me a little more than I expected. Okay, I slip sometimes,
Oh God!
If I could coach killers, they're gonna fire me. I should be a Pelican Bay.
Oh boy!
So yeah,
it's true. It's true. It is what it is. But yeah, you got to find 50,000. AB's still keeping his head around Tampa Bay somehow or another. He's not even in the same state, and he was like, no. Look at me.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope he does well, man. He went to Central Michigan, and that was a school I was definitely a fan of, and I went to football camp there. But I was actually talking to my buddy Kyle this morning. He went to Central at the same time Antonio Brown went to Central, and he relayed to me that everything you hear about Antonio Brown is probably true. I swear to God, I'm not gonna put him on blast, and I believe him. I already know it. He says, "Trust me, the stuff." Well, he didn't say this, but I assume he would have said the stuff you see in the news. That's just the tip of the iceberg. That's what he lets you see. Out. Yeah. So, Antonio Brown, we love you, man. But hopefully, you get your well, just do what you want, man. Just stay out of trouble. How about that?
Yeah. You gotta stay out of trouble, man. You go out, be Instagram thought, do your thing, but stay out of trouble.
Exactly.
All right. So moving on, I'm gonna let you go into this one because this one hurts.
Oh yeah. So
you go ahead and tell the introducing this article.
About 95% of our listeners. Let's go with 90, right? Because there is some grandmas and grandmas in there, I'm sure. No offense, not saying that you're not into technology. I'm just assuming.
You're probably smarter with your money than you are. Just saying.
Most of our listeners probably have some form of cryptocurrency, whether that's an investment, maybe you trade it, maybe you have buy NFTs, whatever it may be. But
you're mining it. I'm looking at you, Scott. I'm looking at you, Scott.
And you all need a platform to actually purchase things to go through. There's tons of them. There's plenty of wallets and whatnot. There's Coinbase. There's this and this and this. But Crypto.com, which is a very generic and extremely popular name for crypto, was hacked, which is and we had an episode about this. And I said that was one of my big concern is that anything digital can always be manipulated or hacked because you don't have a physical copy or form to that's why the dollar is so important.
We just talked about this because we just talked about the whole NFT thing.
But Crypto.com confirms hundreds of accounts were hacked. According to a statement, the cryptocurrency exchange had 33.8 million in crypto assets stolen. Now,
notice how they say assets, not dollars and cents. That means it could be more. They could be more money lost than just that 38 million. They're just saying assets. That's a lot.
And this happened on January 17th incident, so a couple of days ago. Which is nice. I mean, they're being honest about it. I mean, a lot of companies, I'm sure, would have just been like, "Oh, okay, I don't know what you're talking about." But they confirmed that 4,836.26 Ethereum, 443 Bitcoin, and approximately 66,200 in other currencies has been taken from users' accounts, with a total of 33.8 million estimated to be stolen. They also say that in the majority of the cases, we prevented the unauthorized withdrawals. And in all the other case, customers were fully reimbursed. Okay, so that's good. So they got robbed and they paid for their whoever got stolen from. However, some of the users of the exchange complained on Twitter that they had yet to gain access to their funds. So
let's jump into this here a little bit. I have crypto.com. I was one of the guys who jumped into crypto.com. I have, a few accounts with them. And I don't know if anyone else has looked at their stocks lately or their crypto stocks lately. But we are losing money like crazy. And I don't know if it has anything to do with this hack or if it was to do with just the way the stocks market's going right now. But right now, my ledger looks horrible. It looks like the stock market crash of the 30s. I mean, there's nothing going up. It's literally a straight, it goes like this, and it goes down a little dip, and it goes up. I mean, not even up, and then it goes across the board, and it goes straight down. And that's it. That's all. That's what it does. There's no up at all. I have not seen a green positive on this thing in a long time.
You got steps. You got steps going down. You got steps to the basement.
I give these will be safe. There's so much going down. These will be safety steps. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But it's what's your risk tolerance? What can you handle losing? Not what you can handle losing, but when how far can it go before? I mean, me zero. I mean, that's how I'm a gambler. Terrible
I
at
don't
it, by
like
the
to
way.
I don't like to lose money, and that's why I don't gamble. I do
Okay.
the stock market because that's a little more secured funding. I did cryptocurrency because it's a faster accrued funding, but it's still a slow moving funding. If unless you pour in thousands of dollars, which I'm not that guy because I don't want to lose thousands of dollars. I want to lose. I don't lose anything, but if I'm going to lose, I will lose hundreds, not thousands. I'll just put it that
Right.
way.
Hell, I don't
You
want to
know,
lose pennies.
yeah, I don't.
I see. Listen,
Neither do
I
I.
see the littlest. It could be like this. It could constantly be going up, and that little like, boop, I'm out.
I'm gonna be look. Let me win the lottery or something. I'm gonna be the cheapest rich guy you know. You be like, why you ain't spending your money on anything? What? Because it can go. If I spend it will go away. I don't have it anymore.
Exactly. And it also says, as I went down the article a little bit, the attackers. It's always a group. It's never just one person. The attackers were found to have bypassed the two-factor authentication security measures on the exchange, which has now migrated to a new two-factor. And two-factor authentication was, I mean, any new account you open for anything is like the standard nowadays.
Yeah, you got your standard. You sign in and then it beeps your phone. And you sign in through your phone. So how did they get through the two-factor authentication part? Because that's supposed to be near, not completely, but near hacker-proof because you have to have your physical phone with you.
Yeah.
To get into the account.
And look, and you know,
but and it's funny they went after Ethereum because that's I've got stock in Ethereum, and Ethereum is one of those stocks that for over the last few days has been falling like crazy when it's supposedly a stronger when it's supposedly a stronger stock than Bitcoin right now. So
I don't know. I don't want to hear that. Now you're scaring me. I don't even want to look at my wallet. Now you're scaring me.
I looked at mine today. It's not pretty, man. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. I'm losing money. I mean, granted, you should only invest money that you are okay with losing, but I am not okay with losing any money.
Nobody does that. It's like it's one of those it's that advice that is just like, yeah, nah. But you know it's the right thing, but you still don't care.
It's like I gotta get it now, man. I gotta get some money.
Exactly. Time for investing in money I can lose. I'm okay to lose. No, I need it all.
So let's ask this. People in our comments, if you're paying attention, if you're listening, do you have any cryptocurrency? If you do, did you lose any? Were you a part of the hack? Did you know you were a part of the hack, or do you just think you're losing money? You know, let us know. Let us know in the comments. You know,
do you think it's good to like not know? Okay, so like there's people who have crypto and like really understand. I mean, I won't say really understand it, but like, you know, the ones that are like, you know, this is going to happen this because blah, blah, blah. They, you know, they can explain it better. And maybe they've done a lot of research or been following it for forever. But then there's people who just like, are just hopping on the bandwagon and, you know, they don't really care. They just throw money at it. What do you think is better to be not knowing a lot about crypto or knowing too much about crypto?
Knowing too much. Because then
you'll freak out.
Because then you can not freak out or know, hey, this is about to happen. Let me go ahead and move this to another crypto and just let it ride and just ride it out.
Yeah.
You know, those are the guys that know, because like some of the early Bitcoin people, I saw a lot of them go and celebrate. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Now, a lot of them, not all of them, of course, but quite a few of them lost that millionaire status when Bitcoin dropped that little chunk.
And it's so fast too. It's not even like, at least like some stocks, like, you know, it's like, okay, damn,
incremental drops.
It's been down this quarter, but Bitcoin, I'd be scared to go to sleep sometimes. I don't want to wake up and this shit.
Bitcoin's worth
$1. Oh my god! I intentionally turn off my you know, on iPhones now they have like the do not disturb setting where your notifications won't pop up until a certain time. Nah, man, turn that off. I need to know. I'd be sleeping. I see the ceiling light up a little bit. Like, I already know. Like, let me see. Like, Ethereum is down 10%. I'm like, oh shit. What they doing in China?
I gotta move money. Stop.
Well, because, and I learned this too. I mean, I'm not no expert investor. Actually, I ain't no investor at all, to be honest. But one of my buddies is, and he's like, listen, man.
Our guest, Cherie, isn't that her name? I think her name's Cherie.
I guess
Sherry. Now that's our expert in investment. We need to have her back on the
I
show.
know. Well, I mean, I think she does now, but at the time, I don't think she dabbled too much in crypto, just because it's
very
hard
high
to
risk.
predict. Yeah, it's high
very
risk
high
and
risk.
it's hard to predict. But yeah, one of my buddies, man, he told me, he's like, listen, you got to be up at like 5 a.m., 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, because the markets in China, they're already open, and that influences what's going on here. So that's why like people just be waking up to like, oh God, terrible. The market just open. How is this terrible? Like, what just happened?
Like your morning's bad before you even have an egg or a sip of coffee, and you lost like $3 million, and you're like, what? Wait, and what? I went to bed with $6 million plus.
and for mental health purposes, you don't want to start your day like that, man. Like, don't put that to the side, set it and forget it, right? So before you even invest in anything, make sure it's like you were saying, which the advice that I don't take, but make sure it's money that you can lose and then just forget it. And maybe put a little bit more in, a little here and there. And that's it. Don't turn off the notifications. Turn off the email alerts. Don't talk to your friends about it. Yeah. Just your friends. Like, bro, you see so-and-so this today, man, it's going through the roof. You're like, oh, shut up about that, man. I might buy some now.
Hey, let's be honest. That's why I bought a lot of my stuff. But I mean, someone's telling me, hey, such Ethereum's in a dip right now. You might want to, you okay?
He's like, look. I'm like, oh God. Buy it in tanks. You ready for what the Florida?
Yes, let's go ahead and jump into what the Florida. But before we do that, does anyone of our guests, does any of our listeners have anything else they want to ask us before we jump into what the Florida? Because once you jump in, that will signal the start of the end of the show. But before we jump into that, I want to send a special shout out to a fellow crew member, Charles Belay. He has his own podcast called Charles Belay Unleashed. Make sure you check it out. He is a former anchor off WESH News out of Orlando. He's very good at what he does. So check it out. Let us know what you think. I think he does a good job. So check out his podcast. You can find it here on Facebook and pretty much anywhere else you look for podcasts.
For sure.
But with that being said, make sure you check out our buddy Tuttle. We haven't heard from him in a minute, but
I know. Actually, I talked to him the other day. Oh yeah, I mean, he be on here every day.
Yeah, make sure you check out our buddy Tuttle. That's our other one of our first guests, and he was a really good guest. So like to have him on, and hope to have him on again soon. But with that being said, let's jump into what the Florida. Unless you have anything else.
No, I'm good.
All right. First story. Let me move this over because I gotta be able to see your reaction because I know I'm gonna stump you. All right. Some of these I can show pictures for, and some of these I can't. So this is how it is. So the reason why you can see some pictures sometimes because it won't tell him where the actual thing happened, but sometimes pictures will tell him exactly where it happened. So that's why there's not always a picture.
1,000 words.
Yeah. So with that being said,
or is it 1,000 stories? I don't know.
It's 1,000 stories. I thought it was 10,000 stories. Anyway,
picture could say 1,000. A picture could say 1,000 words. Does it?
Picture can say 1,000 words. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's how it goes.
Hey Google, Alexa, can a picture say 1,000 words? Yes.
All right. First news story, and this is a repeat story. Not the story itself isn't a repeat, but the person is a repeat. So yeah, he had one of the few to make it on our list twice. Here's the story. On NBC, you can find the story on NBC 26, Green Bay. Burglar breaks into Florida woman's home to pet the family cat, police say. Man arrested after coming back a second time. Here's the story. This guy, just to let you know, broke into another home to pet another animal and was arrested before. So
this is the notorious petter.
A Florida mother said she is grateful she wasn't harmed when a man broke into her home on November 20th around 3:30 a.m. and began petting her cat.
Okay.
Brittany Klein said she was in a dead sleep when her cat jumped off the bed and woke her up. I don't know who wakes up when their cat jumps, but that's a sensitive person because I
You got
know
cats.
when I had cats are like quiet as I was getting anywhere. They're like, oh, gotta move,
Yeah,
gotta go.
I feel like if I had a cat, my cat would be waiting for me to go to sleep. Like, is he sleep yet? Is he sleep?
Yeah,
Is he
right.
sleep? All right, let's go get his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be my cat. Anyway, but she continued. When I opened my eyes, I could see the shadow of a man standing at the end of my bed. Sounds familiar. That's exactly what happened before. Client said he was standing perfectly still. I said hello, and when I said hello, he dropped very slowly to the ground, very slowly down to the ground. And as soon as I saw the shadow move down to the ground, I knew somebody was there. Klein grabbed her phone and turned on the light to see a man crouched at the foot of her bed, petting her cat.
I can't even purr. Is that how you do it?
I'm panicking, of course, she said. I said, what are you doing? Get out of my house. And he looked at me very calmly and said, hey, turn around and walk back to my doorway. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. From there, Klein said he disappeared into the night. He's like a little phantom, I guess. Ooh. Little did she know the man who police arrested on Wednesday morning was her neighbor.
Wow.
Jasper Fiorenza was charged with burglary.
Freaking
Klein said
Jasper.
detectives were able to pull a fingerprint off her bedroom door. It's very fortunate. I had the baby gate in the doorway. Klein said that's where they pulled the print from. So he had to put his hand on the door frame to climb over the baby gate. The 24-year-old Fiorenza was arrested for simple battery and grand theft in 2014. So her fingerprints were in the police database. Yep. Fiorenza lives with his father, a street over from Klein's home. Klein says on Wednesday, undercover detectives tracked Fiorenza from his dad's home, trying to break into other homes in the neighborhood, including hers. And Klein says he was doing it at the same time he broke into her home less than 2 weeks earlier.
Wow. Somebody get this man a cat. Somebody get this man a pet.
The fact that he actually had the audacity to try and come back is mind-boggling to me, Klein said. Klein made sure all of her doors were locked, and she installed a new home security system. I bet you everyone on that block is.
I mean, he might be a good pet sitter, you know?
Yeah,
call
he just may clean you out while
Jasper.
he's doing it.
Yeah, call over Jasper, man. He'll watch the pet. He'll watch the little kitty cat.
All right.
You ever see that documentary? Don't fuck with cats.
Oh yeah, hey, I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw
that's
it.
what I think of.
That was a wild documentary. That was
it was.
Yeah. The guy he got more prison time too, by the way.
He got more prison time.
Yeah, he got more. He got retried up in Canada. He got more prison time. Yeah.
You know what? After second thought, I would double your time. Like, I'm already life. Yeah, but just in case there is the Matrix, I want you to do double life. No,
you're not getting out of this.
You got me. Oh man.
All right, second story. And this story involves a lawyer.
Ooh.
Here's the story. Report alleges. Oh, sorry, not story. This story. Florida man, a lawyer, arrested smuggling cocaine saturated documents into jail.
Wow.
Yeah. A Florida lawyer was arrested. I mean, that is the
ultimate lawyer.
You go to school for all these years, and believe me, I'm in that path, so I know I've been going for all these years. And then you just throw it away to help a client with some cocaine going into a jail.
It must have been like cartel related.
Yeah, this is more. Anyway, a Florida was arrested Friday after deputies say the man attempted to smuggle drugs into the jail using documents. According to deputies, David Casals, who practices law in Florida, was charged with attempting to smuggle documents saturated in cocaine disguised as legal documents into the county jail. After an extensive investigation, testing, interviews, and search warrants, they went all the way for this guy. Detectives were able to procure arrest warrant for Anthony Casals. Casals has been charged with trafficking cocaine, first-degree felony of cocaine, secondary felony of cocaine, introduction of contraband into a county facility, third-degree felony.
Damn. My man went from 80 Celsius, Fahrenheit, Celsius degrees.
Casals was booked into the county jail and bonded out with $58,000. Oh, guess what? You're going back to jail, buddy. I'm just saying.
I wonder if he's representing. Is he representing himself?
He's a lawyer. He's not dumb enough to do that.
Your Honor, that's a lie.
He's not dumb. If I was him, I'd be like, I thought, I don't know. They were mailed to me. I brought them in. I didn't know. I don't know.
You think he says like, I want to talk to my lawyer? You're like, oh, wait a minute. I am my lawyer.
I know, right?
And they're going to fill this case out.
All right. And the third story, this story has been making around, so you may have heard of it. And if you have, please say so in the comments. Say where it took place at. But here's the story. 2 Florida women are in more trouble than you might think after allegedly throwing glitter at a man inside his apartment.
I think I heard, well, the glitter, I heard something about glitter. I don't know if I've heard the story, but it may be. I don't know. Is that here? It's here, isn't it? Has to be.
2 Florida women have been charged with felony offenses for allegedly throwing glitter. I'm gonna throw a fourth one just because you said that.
8 people have been arrested.
Felony offenses for allegedly throwing glitter at a man inside an apartment complex. The seriousness of the charges against them are somewhat belied by the wide and obvious grins both wear in booking photos. Let's see if I can show the photo out.
Oh, I have seen this.
Can I show the photo? Yep, I can show the photo. So here's the photo.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, take your time. No worries.
Here we go.
I think they're like grinning. It's the 2. I'm trying to explain it.
Here we go. Here's their photo. Here they are, the 2 lovely little ladies.
Up top?
Nope, right here. We're right here in the middle.
Oh, scroll a little bit to the other side. Scroll down. Down further. Keep going. Here we go. Right. Oh yeah. So if you're listening, they look proud and happy.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like one of those like, oh man, I'm gonna tell my grandkids about this story. We went to jail for throwing glitter.
Caitlin O'Donovan, 27, and Sarah Franks, 29, each stands accused of 1 count of felony burglary with assault or battery against a man named Jacob Cullen. Franks was also charged with criminal mischief. While the particles used in the alleged incident may be paltry in the extreme, the charges decidedly are not. Each woman faces the possibility of life in prison, according to Florida statutes. Though the maximum sentences may be extremely unlikely to be dealt, there are plenty of examples where trivial alleged offenses were met with heavy penalties.
Yeah,
Both women hail from Florida and are alleged to have thrown glitter at the man during some sort of an argument. The small, sparkly, and shiny projectiles allegedly hit Cullen in his head and upper torso. It is unclear if the alleged victim was injured during the incident.
Oh God, no, not glitter. My kryptonite.
To our Queen Renee of the crew, this story is just for you because you love your glitter. But the relationship, if any, between the 3 is presently unknown, as is the motive behind the alleged incident. According to arrest affidavits obtained by a local NBC affiliate, O'Donovan and Franks made their way to the man's apartment around 3 a.m. on Monday and got into a dispute with him while he was standing on his balcony. Now, look, you go to any place 3 a.m. on a Monday, that's a booty call.
Yeah,
that's the booty call. No, I don't care who you are. 3 a.m. is a booty call.
It is.
It is. I mean, I'm not leaving my house at 3 a.m. to go anywhere unless I'm getting
Monday?
Something out of it. And I mean, something. I'm just saying that on a Monday, not a Saturday, on a Monday. You've already partied already. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'll just have my 2 cents out there. I'm just saying. That's already suspect.
I have no comment. No comment.
The first container of glitter was thrown from across the balcony's fence, police say. Then things allegedly escalated. Next, according to court records, Franks scaled the balcony and climbed over the fence, making her way inside Cullen's apartment, where she threw more containers of glitter at him. Then she allegedly made her way to the front door, unlocked and opened it, allowing O'Donovan access. Once both women were inside, a fusillade of fine and Furliscum dust was allegedly unloaded on the unwilling recipient. By the way, the person who wrote
he could have had a gun or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he was busting somebody's house.
Well, the person who wrote this article, Colin Kombacher from Kombacher, Kalmbachar, Kalmbachar. Colin Great writing, by the way. Love you use the words. It's good writing. Just want to put it out there. He tried to make it sound. He tried to make glitter sound as interesting as possible. And
yeah, he's like,
he or she did it. They did it.
Yeah, extravagant display of firework-esque, colors was very Picasso.
Dust. And Frank's arrest report obtained by Law and Crime, police alleged she came to the victim's apartment and battered him, entered the dwelling and battered him further. After that, police claimed the defendant was observed kicking a lower apartment window until it broke while on her way out. The source of her additional charge.
Yeah, it's definitely the hillbillies part of the town.
Both women are alleged to have left the apartment in a car after tossing what reporter Tiffany Thiessen termed the illicit, under the circumstances, iridescent irritant at Collins.
The glitter is hard to get off, man. Trust me, I know.
Oh no, I know. I've been working on a float all week, and every time I touch the float, I get glitter all over me.
That should be a melody.
The bottom of my shower is all glitterified right now because it's glitter. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Bedazzle.
The story does continue, but I'm going to end the story here because we already got the gist of the story. If you want to find this story, and please do, because it is a fun, interesting read, look up. It's on the Law and Crime website, lawandcrime.com, and you can't miss it. It's the two ladies who are, that's two Florida women who are more throwing glitter.
They look guilty. They literally look guilty.
You can't miss the story. But that's the third story. I'm going to do a fourth story because you kind of know this story, and I got to stump you a little bit. So I got one already. I keep one in the thing. So I got one ready for you. Report alleges Florida deputy filmed naked man at gunpoint for hours. Yeah. A Florida corrections deputy allegedly held a naked man at gunpoint, filmed him for hours, forced him to sign a $30,000 contract, and threatened to send incriminating video to his family and church, according to an investigative report from the sheriff's office.
Sounds like Righteous Gemstones.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah.
The alleged incident. By the way, great show. I didn't know you watched that show. It's so funny. I love that show.
I love.
I'm so glad it's back.
So funny.
Me too. I'm so glad it came back.
The one that really cracks me up is the sister.
Oh gosh, she's insane. She is insane. Holy cow.
She be cracking me up, man.
Did you watch the last one? Holy cow. What she said about her dad?
Was it
and the guy?
Wednesday, right?
Yeah. What she said about the dad and the other guy? Oh my God.
Yeah.
She said, oh, I can't even say it. If I said it, I'll get cooked off of YouTube. I'm just saying. But back to the story. The alleged incident happened in November when a 34-year-old man met up to have sex with a 19-year-old woman at a rental home. A newly released 54-page report, they went into detail by this guy, said the 19-year-old was part of the ploy to lure the man into the extortion scheme. The report said the 34-year-old was in the shower when the now former county sheriff's deputy Amani, I said it several times last night, but I gotta say it again. Amani Robillard emerged from behind the curtain and then pointed two semi-automatic pistols at the naked man and held him captive for nearly 3 hours. According to the investigator,
two guns.
I know he wanted to look cool. Just like, hey,
just in case this one jam, I brought the second one.
Yeah. According to the investigative report, the 34-year-old man told county investigators that he and Robillard had been friends for about a year, and that Robillard was upset because he had given him bad investment advice that led to Robillard losing $2,000 when the cryptocurrency company tanked. The report also said that the videos on Robillard's personal cell phone showed him pointing a gun at the man as he sat naked on the bed. Authorities said Robillard also threatened the man's life multiple times.
Wow. That's
at one point, Amani tells the man that he plans on killing him, cutting up his body, putting it in a garbage bag, and throwing it in the ocean for sharks to eat.
So he must have lost everything. He must have lost everything.
Oh yeah. The 19-year-old woman was arrested.
Not only
last
his
month,
money, but his family. He lost everything.
And the sheriff terminated Emmy Robert 30 after he was arrested November 27th on charges of robbery with a firearm, extortion with a weapon, and false imprisonment with a weapon. Wow. Of course, he entered a plea of not guilty, but this is going to be a wild case.
Yeah, that sounds like some guys like yo, man, why don't you invest in this Dogecoin, it's gonna just listen,
It's
just
gonna
put
blow up.
$80,000 in there.
Yeah.
And if it hits $1, you're gonna be a quadrillionaire. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's Dogecoin doing right now? Is it good?
It's none of them doing good right now. None of them. Remember, it's doing this.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster, but
that's my stop.
The end.
No, there's no up. It's down and down some more and then straight down. That's all. There's no up
you
at all.
Still got time to get off. You still got time.
If I got a little hump, I'd be happy. Just give me a pimple. Give me a pimple.
What they say, don't get caught holding the bag. Don't get caught holding the bag. Oh man. All right.
All right. So first story.
Man, you gotta remind me of the first story. I'm caught up with this dude.
The repeat offender who broke into the home a second time.
I'm gonna say came back a second time. That is North Florida.
I'm gonna say North Florida. That would be incorrect. They have it in St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is where it happened at.
See, okay, so story 2 is with the chicks with the glitter, right?
Story 2 is the lawyer.
Okay, so that's South Florida.
You are correct. That happened in Palm Beach and Broward County. Yep, you are absolutely correct on that.
Okay.
I mean, come on, it's cocaine. That kind of gave it away.
Yeah, I know.
The cocaine kind of gave it away.
Anytime you say cocaine, I'm like South Florida.
Miami.
Final answer.
All right. Hey, I like baby. Don't come at me. I'm not saying it's a capital. Don't come at me. Don't come at me now.
The Golden Girls or the Glitter Girls.
That's Glitter Girls.
That has to be around here.
That happened in. I just had it. In Pinellas County.
County. So that's why I got confused with
the girls actually are from Clearwater, Florida.
Oh my goodness. Are they still in jail now?
No, they bonded out, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
I'm sure somebody probably started. They make $1 million only.
Franks and Dominic were both detained in the Pinellas County Jail and assessed bond in the amount of $75,000. Each defendant has subsequently bonded out as of Tuesday afternoon.
Okay.
So
all right. And the last one,
the
stick them up, or Mr. Stick them up, because I invested all my money in crypto and it tanked. And oh man, that is some crazy. I mean, I guess that's what people were doing when they lost money when the housing market crashed. I mean, you lose everything.
Going crazy.
I guess if you lose everything, you kind of like
I lost everything. Yeah, but $2,000 is not losing everything. That's just $2,000.
Yeah,
I mean, not just. I mean, $2,000, but it's not everything.
If you like 80, 85 and you lost everything, whatever, you can do some renegade type stuff.
I'm fucking somebody up. I'm just saying.
This guy was 30, right? He was 30.
Yeah, 34. He still had plenty of time. Plenty of time.
And about to do
it was 30 he's gonna make that. Yeah, he's gonna make that $2,000 in his next paycheck. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna say that one is crypto. That's probably here too. I'm gonna say Central too.
Damn, you would say that. Or happened in
Orlando,
it good?
Yeah, let's go, boy. I knew it.
I thought I had you with that. I thought you were gonna go North Florida with that one.
Honestly, 3 for 4, and I could easily went 4 for 4, but I got thrown off for some reason. Let's go. Let's say
I thought you were gonna go to North Florida for that one. I even read it like it's a North Florida story. Because them deputies up there, they be wild. They be wilding up there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's he's tripping in Orlando. I don't know what he's talking. What he on? Oh man.
But yeah.
So today was a good show, man. I think today was a great show.
It was a good show. It was definitely a good show.
It feels good to be. It's been a minute, but it feels good to be back, man. December was busy, man. But January was. December was busy. January was dizzy. It's still January. February is gonna be. Nope, not busy. See what I did there? Busy, dizzy.
We got Valentine's Day in February, so that's all we got. We ain't got nothing to worry about in February. Valentine's Day. I'm not worried about that one.
Ooh, about that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So to all the guys out there who are not married or not hitched up, remember next month is Valentine's Day. Don't do nothing for a month. After that, you're good. You good after that.
Do not listen. Do not get in a relationship right now.
Yeah,
wait till after the 14th.
Time.
Exactly. Don't meet nobody on Gasparilla. And you single? You wanna girl?
Yeah, and that's when you gotta do it. And we're telling you, and that's when it's gonna happen. That's when you guys gonna do it. Like, hey, and the girls like, oh yeah, I'm getting my Valentine's gifts.
Also, you guys that are in relationships, whether you're married or just dating or maybe a friendship, whatever it may be, make your plans now. You got It's January 20th.
You should have already started making some plans.
3-4 weeks. Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna tell you if I did or not, but I'm saying
I didn't. I'm gonna tell you I didn't. I haven't done
shit.
Yeah.
No, procrastinate. I got plenty of time.
Do what I say, not what I do. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Listen to me, but don't watch me. Oh man. Well,
but yeah. You got anything else?
That's it, man. I'm good.
All right. Well, as always, before I sign us off, don't forget to check out Vibe Smoke Shop over here. You got Vibes 1, 2, and 3. Check them out. Go make sure you holler at our boy Tyler. They're remodeling the new one, the Vibes 1. So check it out. It's a big, huge store now.
What's up, Tyler?
With that being said, I have nothing else. You have nothing else. So with the bombshell of crypto sucks right now, we will sign this show off. And this has been the weekly review with Sean and Serak. I am Sean the Notorious.
And it's your boy Serak the Mike. Peace.
Thanks for listening. Hey everyone, this is Sean the Notorious.
And it's your boy Serak the Mike.
We just want to remind you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us.
Please subscribe, like, share. But if you don't like, obviously don't do any of that stuff because we don't want no fakes out there. Just kidding.
Let us know why you don't.